Today we're diving into the amazing world of Greek mythology and checking out the top 10 most incredible Greek gods. This is going to be an epic ride through ancient tales and legendary powers. Number 10. Hermes. Hermes is a speedy god who's all about moving between different worlds. Think of him like a divine version of the Flash, super quick, able to zip between Earth and the heavens, and even the underworld. He's a messenger for the other gods and guides souls to the afterlife. Hermes is known for being super clever and loves pulling off tricks. Sometimes he does it just for fun, but other times it's to help us humans out. Not just a trickster, Hermes also invented the lyre, a musical instrument, and gave it to Apollo. He's even credited with creating the sport of boxing and various other athletic feats, showing off his diverse talents. Besides being a god of transitions, he was also the patron of travelers, ensuring their safety during journeys. His winged sandals and helmet made him one of the most recognizable gods, symbolizing his speed and agility. Number 9. Aphrodite. The stunning Aphrodite is all about love, beauty, and desire, and is even linked to the planet Venus. Her origin story is pretty wild. She came into existence from sea foam created when Cronus did something pretty unpleasant to Uranus. Because of her knockout beauty, the other gods were worried they'd fight over her and start a war. So, to keep the peace, Zeus decided she should marry Hephaestus. Poor Hephaestus got the short end of the stick, though, as he wasn't exactly a beautiful god, and everyone thought he wasn't a threat because of his looks. Aphrodite wasn't just a pretty face. She played a key role in many myths, including the Trojan War. She's also known as a protector of sailors, offering them safe passage and calm seas, reflecting her deep connection to Greek culture. Number 8. Hephaestus. Hephaestus is the god of metalworking, fire, and volcanoes. Depending on the story, he's either the son of Zeus and Hera, or was tossed out of heaven because he wasn't perfect in his mom's eyes. He landed on Earth and became a legendary blacksmith, making all the cool weapons for the gods. He was a big deal, especially in places like Athens where people loved industry and crafting. Hephaestus was also the craftsman behind many famous mythological items, like Achilles' shield and Hermes' winged sandals. Despite his physical imperfections, he was admired for his unparalleled skill and creativity in metalwork. His forge, located under a volcano, was said to be so hot that it created eruptions when he worked. In addition to his metalwork, Hephaestus also played a role in the love story of Eros and Psyche, crafting the beautiful jewelry that Psyche wore. Number 7. Artemis. Artemis was a seriously popular goddess back in the day. The Romans called her Diana. She's the daughter of Zeus and Leto and Apollo's twin sister. Artemis is related to the wilderness, hunting, and protecting young girls. She stayed a virgin but had a soft spot for her hunting buddy, Orion. Tragically, Orion's life was cut short, either by Artemis herself or by Gaia. In later times, Artemis also became known for helping with childbirth, taking over from the older goddess Ilithyia. Artemis was also a fierce protector of her own chastity and that of her followers, fiercely defending it against any candidate or offenders. She was often accompanied by a band of nymphs and was revered as a patroness of nature and animals. Her symbol, the bow and arrow, represented her role as a huntress and a warrior goddess, ready to defend the natural world and those in her care. Number 6. Aries. Halfway through, it's Aries, the fierce god of war. He's the son of Zeus and Hera and one of the Olympians. In Greek stories, Aries is all about the brutal side of battle, unlike his sister Athena, who's more into the strategy and smarts of warfare. People had mixed feelings about Aries. Sure, he represented the strength needed in wars, but he was also seen as a bit too intense and dangerous. The Romans had a god similar to him, Mars, but they respected Mars a bit more, seeing him as a protector. Aries was often represented in a carriage, driven by his sons Phobos, fear, and Deimos, terror, underlining his terrifying presence on the battlefield. Despite his fearsome nature, Aries had a romantic side and had several love affairs, most notably with Aphrodite. His numerous offspring included several famous warriors, cementing his legacy as the god of war. Number 5. Apollo. Apollo was a big deal among the Greek gods. He was into a whole bunch of stuff: music, healing, even the sun itself. He's Zeus and Leto's son, and let's just say he had a mixed reputation. On one hand, he's the go-to god for healing and medicine. But on the other side, he could also bring diseases and plagues. Apollo was also a massive music fan. He even got a cool lyre as a gift from Hermes, and it became his signature accessory. This guy was the ancient world's rock star. Apollo was also known for his oracular powers, as seen in the famous Oracle of Delphi, where he communicated his prophecies. He played a key role in the Trojan War, siding with the Trojans and bringing about significant events. Beyond his many talents, Apollo was celebrated for his physical beauty and was often shown as the ideal of youthful, athletic masculinity. Number 4. Hades. Hades was the ancient Greek god of the underworld, but also the god of riches and the dead. He's the eldest son of Cronus and Rhea, and had a pretty dramatic family history. He, along with his brothers Zeus and Poseidon, overthrew their father's generation of gods. Hades ended up ruling the underworld, Zeus got the skies, and Poseidon claimed the seas. They all shared the earth. Hades is often shown with his pet, Cerberus, a three-headed dog. Plus, he had this awesome helm of darkness, which made him invisible. Despite his fearsome reputation, Hades was one of the most reasonable gods, maintaining order in the afterlife. He was also married to Persephone, whom he famously abducted, leading to the changing seasons. Hades's domain was rich in precious metals, making him a god of wealth and signifying his importance in the Greek pantheon. Number 3. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, war strategies, arts, and crafts. Athena was known for being super chill and not easily angered. She was interested in fighting for a good cause and not just for the sake of it. There's this famous story where she competed with Poseidon to win over Athens. She created the olive tree as her entry, and the Athenians loved it so much that they named their city after her. They even built a massive statue and a temple in her honor. Aside from her wisdom, Athena was also recognized for her fairness and justice. She played a key role in the lives of many heroes, offering guidance and support. Athena was also the patron of several Greek cities, not just Athens, showing her immense influence and respect among the Greeks. Number 2. Zeus. It's time for the big guy himself, Zeus. He's the god of the sky and thunder, and the boss of all the gods on Mount Olympus. His parents are Cronus and Rhea, and his birth story is simply amazing. He was either the youngest or the oldest, depending on whether you count being swallowed and then thrown up by Cronus. Zeus was quite the ladies' man, resulting in a bunch of famous godly and heroic kids. He was seen as the all-father of the gods, setting up their roles and keeping things in order. Zeus was also known for his powerful lightning bolt, a symbol of his strength and authority. He often used it to enforce order among gods and humans. Despite his many affairs, Zeus played a key role in maintaining balance in the universe, often stepping in to resolve conflicts among the gods. Number 1. Poseidon. Poseidon, the god of the sea and earthquakes. He's sometimes known as the Earthshaker because he could cause quakes with a stomp of his foot. His mom, Rhea, had to get creative to save him from being eaten by Kronos, so she hid him among lambs and tricked Kronos with a fake colt. In Athens, he was second in command to Athena, but in Corinth, he was the top god. Poseidon wasn't just about stirring up storms. He also created new islands and calmed the seas. This god had a fierce rivalry with Athena, often competing for worship and honor in different cities. Poseidon was also the creator of horses, gifting them to humanity, and was worshipped for this majestic contribution. His trident, a powerful and iconic weapon, could both create waves and calm the waters, reflecting his dual nature as a creator and destroyer. From the underworld to the seas, these gods shaped the very fabric of Greek mythology with their epic actions and dramatic lives. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more epic mythological stories. Quick question for you. If you could hang out with any of these Greek gods for a day, who would it be? Let us know in the comments below.